The way that we come together in the MASC conference is unlike anything I've ever been to.
Federal, state, local.
I love coming to the conference. The conference always has such a diverse set of presenters and presentations that there really is something for everybody.
Taking the information that already exists in your district and making it more public.
What is most useful about attending the conference is being able to hear what is happening across the state in various districts.
We ended up coming up with an initiative, townwide initiative called, and you can follow it's #EatPlayUnplug.
I think having this superintendents working alongside the school committee members is very important for us to talk about goals and objectives and making sure that we have a unified message when we get back to our districts as far as what we need to do to continue to move forward.
When you're talking about your urban districts and your gateway cities, we do not have that opportunity.
So MASS and MASC getting together and offering a conference like this really gives both groups, the school committee and the superintendents, to not only get together on a social way, but also to be exposed to really great professional development, and to do that together and have that experience together, and then be able to talk about that and bring that work back to the school district.
Whether you're a newly elected or seasoned school committee member, the joint conference is a perfect way to find best practices and learn about current issues in public education.
Thank you.
There are a few things that I find really useful about coming to this conference. I've learned some really great things about budget and superintendent evaluation. And then also it's kind of a time for us to get off campus and spend some time together in a social setting that we don't usually get to do at home.
I find that because we are all leaders of our communities and we're all thinking about how do we continue to push the needle forward, continue to help our students, continue to help our educators and families, that we're all picking each other's brains trying to find out, well, how are you doing this, or what's new on the horizon, or what's the circumstances with you and how did you get out of that, and let me tell you what we're dealing with, you know. And so they really are gravitating towards each other to find out how do we continue to be more effective and keep Massachusetts #1 in education.
I really believe that I would not have lasted on my school committee or even have been interested in staying had I not attended these conferences. I think that they provide you with access to resources. I think it allows you to be a part of a much bigger dialogue so that you're not just focused in just your district, but that you get to see the whole picture, because at some point what's happening on the state level and even the national level is going to make its way down to your local level, right, to your little school district.
We are receiving the funds, but I don't think we're receiving it adequately.
The sessions that you find at the conference are reflective of current issues, what folks are going through now.
Transportation fees, activity
Something
fees.
I might not be going through as a district in Central Mass, but it's going to come my way. It's not only just a local trend, it's a national trend.
I'm actually going to open the business office vault.
I found some of the sessions here extremely valuable to performing my role on school committee.
Depending on your enrollment, depending on your wealth, determines the amount of state aid that you get. So understanding the formula is important to every district in the Commonwealth.
You know, I got elected, and then there's this big, huge budget book that you need to understand pretty quickly. And I came to a session here, and actually it was really information that made my job a lot easier, helped me understand what I needed to focus on.
What are the kinds of things that school committee members and superintendents can do that promotes the longevity plan?
The most useful thing about the joint conference is the conference sessions that are offered. There is something for everybody, from a brand new superintendent to a veteran superintendent, and I feel the same way about school committee members as well. The conference sessions are extraordinary.
Beginning in the second grade, Mark began to be bullied.
One that I went to really resonated with me. It was about working with student threats and violence in our schools. It's not something we necessarily want to think about, but as the district leader, it's something that we always think about.
And so they're leading after-school programs.
In Springfield, there is a gap in the number of teachers of color. That's something that a lot of districts are struggling with. And one of the workshops that I was able to attend was on a program that's being implemented in the South Coast. And they're trying to ensure that they create a pipeline amongst our current students who are interested in going into public education.
There's an inaccuracy in how we're counting our low income now. So we're missing, in my district, I'm missing, close to 2,000
Every single year, I figure, what are the issues that I have in my district? What do I need to know? And I find a session or many sessions that will help me. So no matter what you are experiencing in your district, there is a session for you.
So the school committee is all about the what, and the superintendent is all about the how.
I came to the conference this year in search of a topic that we're dealing with or in the middle of dealing with, and that's appointing a new superintendent. The next superintendent and how the search evolves was important to me, and there were a lot of sessions on that.
When I think about the challenges that I face as a school committee member and in our district, I really think about two things. How do we ensure our kids are prepared for college or prepared for what the next step in their life will be? And then I think of many of our students who come from socioeconomically disadvantaged backgrounds having very high social risk factors and coming into situations where there's a lot of grief, there's a lot of trauma. Ensuring that our educators know how to deal with that so that they can educate the whole child and not, unfortunately, have the child miss out because they can't receive because of what they're dealing with at home.
So 115 to 215.
There are a number of workshops that are here today and have been here over the years on social emotional learning. It gives the school committee and the superintendent a chance to learn about the most recent things, and then when I come back to my school committee and say, this issue is something that's going to help us move the district forward academically, there's an understanding now on the part of the school committee members.
The earlier that we can support our students, the better off we are. So the social emotional learning comes out in so many different ways throughout our district. Student advocacy, students being able to stand up for themselves, and it is something that is the cornerstone of everything that we do every single day. For superintendents who are thinking about coming down for the first time, I would say come on down. There's a lot down here for you. Even if a superintendent can find one small nugget to bring home to their administrative leadership team to strengthen practices within their district or to strengthen communication in their district, it is absolutely worth coming down and just spending some time with fellow superintendents and really getting to know some other school committee members from other districts.
Well, the better the community's doing, the better their ability to pay.
I think it has made me a stronger committee member. I think it's made me a better advocate for students in our town. I also think it's made me have a better understanding of my role as a school committee member.
Local oversight started in 1654 here in Massachusetts.
If someone is attending the conference for the first time, they will be enlightened by the end of the conference and equipped with the tools and supports necessary to be better school committee members and to help the board improve and enhance their district for students.
It is about equity. Equity in terms of making sure that these young children are interconnected.
Oftentimes as superintendents, we're trying to judge our time. Where can we go? What can we do? As I look at it, this is one of those things that really should be a focus.
It's the networking. It's learning from my colleagues. So a challenge I have or an issue I have, or just having someone understand my situation is very rewarding. And it's a reminder that we're all doing this work together for the benefit of children.
There is no more important job than what you do.